Hey guys, so sorry I haven't made this video in so long. I know I said I would, but then I kind of forgot and I got busy, you know, life. But so today I'm gonna be telling you about one of these like reoccurring nightmares that I used to have and how I got over it and how it ended up ending, like I stopped having this dream. So yeah, let's get started. So to start off, I'm just gonna say that all these dreams were happening when I was on chemotherapy, and I don't know if that would make me vulnerable to having dreams like this and so vividly. I would assume that it does because it's, you know, like your state of being. If you're unhealthy, you might dream things like this more. But so, alright. It was a reoccurring nightmare, and I was stuck inside of like a metal room, and there were, you know, those lights, the red lights that are covered by guards. I don't like the metal guard railing things. I don't know where I've seen that. Like, it's usually in scary movies, I think. And so I'm just like, I kind of wake up in this room and it is flashing red. That's my only source of light. It's just, and I don't see any doors or anything like that. It's really bizarre. So I am frantic because I'm like, how did I get here? And so I'm looking around and I'm trying to find a way out. And what ends up happening is there's an intercom, and it's the voice of a lady. And she always says the same thing every single time. She says, you can't get out of here. You know, like, you're stuck forever. And it was insinuated, like, I don't know how I knew, but in the back of my mind, I already knew that something bad would happen to me. Like, they would come get me and, like, kill me or like torture me or something. So that's always a reoccurring dream, and because it happens so often, and I talked to my psychologist about it at the time, and she taught me a little trick. A trick is to get yourself used to a movement that you do every single time you have a nightmare, so that you know that it is in fact a nightmare. It's like fact checking, like, if this is a nightmare, go like this and try to wake yourself up. You know, it's like I don't know. It's weird. The mind is weird. So I actually mastered it because I had these dreams so often. I would go ahead and I'd take my hand and kind of wave it or like across my face, and that would allow me to wake up every single time. Like, I've had so many weird nightmares. Like one time I just saw, like, I think I started sleeping with my eyes like kind of cracked open, like when I was sick, and it's funny because I would see everything that I would see in my room, but there would just be extra shadows or figures that are there. So like one time I was laying down and I have a ceiling fan, and I thought I was awake, but I was like stuck in sleep paralysis, and there was this shadowy figure on my fan throwing knives at me, like daggers, and I am just trying to dodge them. And I hear my mom downstairs saying, okay, bye sweetie, I'm gonna, you know, go to the market real quick and da 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 da. And I am screaming for help, like, but I can't seem to scream fully. So my mom ended up waking me up, and she was like, you okay? I was like, I was having the worst nightmare. Like, how could you tell? She goes, you're like screaming, but it was like like you're not really screaming, but like half screaming. And I was like, yeah, I was trying to scream. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I mean, so you get the types of dreams I have. I don't know, that was a different tangent. Back to my red room story. So I started doing that, and I could usually wake myself up from all of these nightmares, night terrors that I've always had. Like, every single night was a different type of night terror. And yeah, this was just the golden trick. Wave your hand, wake up, you're fine. Until my brain decided, oh, well, she's doing this now, let's fuck her up. I shouldn't curse. Let's F her over. So this was probably the fourth time that I had this red room like dream within the span of 2 or 3 years. But this is the last time I'm gonna have it, because I was in the dream, same problem, same dilemma, and you know, you're always scared. No matter what, you know what to do to wake yourself up, but in the moment you're still scared because you don't know just yet that it's a dream until, you know, you wake up. But so I'm scared. I'm looking around the rooms like, how am I going to get out? I know that I've been here before. Like, I knew that much. And so the voice goes on and she says, oh yeah, you're stuck in here. You can't get out. And I'm like, oh, I've been here. And I did the hand wave thing. And it's like not working. You guys, it was not working. And so I started freaking out. And the voice on the intercom, y'all, oh my gosh, she was just like, yeah, that's not going to work this time. You're stuck here forever. When she said that, I freaked out so hard. That's what woke me up from that dream. Like, I was just like, what? And so I woke up. It was a horrible experience, but at the same time, after that, I've never had that dream again. So, like a win, it's technically a win, like just have one horrible dream and it goes away forever. I don't know. But so yes, that is my experience with night terrors and one of my stories. Actually, I have one more story. You know, this one's really freaky too. And I mean, I have a lot of different stories, but like, I'm just gonna tell you like the really cool and messed up, not cool, but like the messed up ones. So the other one that I can remember right now that's pretty vivid, I was in my room. Everything looked like my room. I was sleeping and there was a guy behind me and he is just touching me. And I'm like who are you? Because, you know, I only lived with my mom and my little brother at the time, but this was an old ass man. And I'm like, who are you? And he was like, shh, don't worry, it'll be okay. And I'm like freaking out. So I like bolt out of bed and I run outside. And I remember, and then all of a sudden I'm not worried about him anymore. I don't know why my mind shifted. I wasn't worried. I guess, I don't know what. I ran out and I thought I was safe, probably. But so I'm looking around the neighborhood and I'm like, okay, this is really happening. Like, there really was a guy inside of my bedroom, because I'm walking outside, I'm looking around and everything, you know, looks real. Like, this is my neighborhood. I see the trees, I see the grass. And so I'm like, okay, wow, this is real. So I walk towards the street and a car freaking hits me and I wake up. I'm like, well, I guess it was a dream. After convincing myself it wasn't in my dream. So, yeah, super awkward, but life and your brain and sleep, it's all so weird. But all right, that is my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and do let me know your weird stories or night terrors from your dreams, because I'd like to know I'm not the only weird one. Bye, guys.